Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another weekly setup. I've analyzed over 20 pairs with the Fxalexg set and forget strategy, and I'm going to be showing you the best pairs I'm willing to take for the week. Let's get into it. So before we proceed, there's a video that's coming up soon, right? I'm going to be explaining everything about this strategy. It's likely to come up on Wednesday, so turn your notifications on because it's going to be very insightful, right? So let's get into the pairs for the week. So my best and favorite pair for the week is AUDCAD, right? Price is bearish. As you can see, this is the high and this is the low. Usually wait for a retracement to sell. There's a strong area of interest. Whenever we are below, we are rejecting down. Whenever we are above, we are rejecting up, right? And now we are below, we're expecting that rejection to the downside. If I go to the daily time frame, the daily time frame is also bearish. As you can see, this is the high and this is the low of the daily, right? Usually we wait for a retracement and a shift of structure to take price to the downside. Strong area of interest on the daily time frame. As you can see, whenever we are above, we are rejecting to the upside. Whenever we are below, we are rejecting to the downside. So now that we are below market, this current market price, now that we are below, we are expecting that rejection to the downside too as well. On the 4-hour time frame, 4-hour time frame is also bearish. This is how the 4-hour time frame looks right here. So this is the high on the 4-hour and this is the low. I'm just expecting a break and retest on the 4-hour like this. Sorry, on the 1-hour to be able to take the trade, but I need this break. Why? Because price have rejected from this area multiple times. Technically, I would have taken this trade all the way up here after this engulfing, but I don't want price to get to this area and reject strongly against me. So I want to play it safe and actually wait for this break of that zone, of this strong area of interest right here, to be able to take the trade here and put my stop loss somewhere around here to take this trade to the downside. So this trade will be looking somehow like this, and we target 1:2, or we hold for more profits potentially. Right? That is my first and favorite pair for the week. Second pair for the week is AUDJPY. As you can already tell, there's a head and shoulders on the 4-hour time frame, but let's look at how the weekly time frame looks first. Weekly time frame is bearish. As you can see, this is the high, this is the low. Normally we wait for a retracement, double weekly doji engulfing, but price is still above area of interest, so we still have to wait for that break and retest below area of interest to be able to take the trade to the downside. Daily time frame, on the other hand, we are having some potential left head, right shoulder, but I still need a cleaner break below area of interest. EMA is going to come to hold price as resistance, and if you use trend lines, you can see that there's some form of trend line break right here. So that is the second pair for the week. 4-hour time frame, on the other hand, is not as clean, but if we get a cleaner break, same break I'm looking for, if I get this cleaner break and a retest around this area, I'll be able to take the trade to the downside. That is the second pair for the week. The third pair for the week, ladies and gentlemen, I called this pair last week. I called this particular pair last week. We didn't have any serious move, right? The weekly is just around, but it has stalled here for about 1 month. No price movement, right? On the daily time frame, there's a strong support and resistance area or area of interest. Whenever we're above, we are rejecting up. Whenever we're below, we are rejecting down. When we are above, we are rejecting up. So if once price close below, I'll be willing to take the trade to the downside. Let's look at how the 4-hour looks. You can see the 4-hour is also bearish. So we'll get this break and retest. I've put my alert here to be notified when price get there. If you have this break and retest, I'll be interested in taking this trade to the downside too as well. That's pretty much the pairs for the week actually. But I'm still paying attention to these two pairs. These two, Euro GPP and AUDCAD. Now I don't have to take these two pairs. They're somehow against the sell and forget strategy to some extent. But I don't have to take these two pairs if any of these pairs, AUDCAD, AUDJPY, and NZDCAD give me any trading opportunities. If they give me any trading opportunities and I win for the week, there's no need to take these two pairs for the week. But if I didn't get any opportunities this week, I might just be paying attention to these extra pairs. So this is exactly what I'm looking to take on these pairs. Euro GPP, are just looking to continue the sell. I could explain more on this trade, but I'm deciding not to, just because I don't want to teach you guys the wrong thing on how to break your rules. But this is exactly what I'll be looking for on a Euro GPP if none of these pairs give me the opportunity I want. And this pair, I technically took this same trade on the 9th of May, right? So it's basically the same trade. I just need a break and retest above. A break and retest above this area right here to be able to buy, right? So the reasons I'm not taking these trades is mostly because, for example, the daily is bearish, the weekly is also bearish. So this is not two time frame in sync. It means I'm breaking my rules. And I'm okay with actually risking it. I'm not advising you to go and do it, but that's pretty much it, right, for the week. So subscribe to the channel, guys, and turn on your bell notification, because I'll be dropping these weekly setups every single Sunday, so that will set you guys up for success. But pay attention to these three pairs for the week: AUDCAD, AUDJPY, AUDCAD for sales, AUDJPY for sales, and NZDCAD for sales. That's pretty much it for this week. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.